Okay, we have another one of these streams. So in Explore mode, I do actually have a gold on the official France map, but um, this one is actually a better France map. It it explains here, that there's that there's less of Paris in it. That there's and also it says that it can contain Jersey or places close to French borders. Um, but it appears that this one is one of those unofficial maps that's like uh, in by a lot of people better than the country map itself. Uh, Kind of like the United States no blurry map is another one of those. Um, we have 500,000 lieues en France métropolitaine. Okay. And so I have the usual daily challenge sort of settings. Okay. So, yeah, so we have the French stop sign says stop. The stop sign that says arrêt is in Quebec. Um, or if you see arrêt and stop, you are probably in a part of Canada other than Quebec. Um, Okay, this is the signature French bollard. That it's this large thing, uh, good sized post, and that France, has a very definitive look for a lot of the signs. Here's another one, very standard. Okay. We have the blue and white chevrons, and this wall also, is very typical looking. Um, Looks like we're in a more forested, sort of hilly area. Um, so I'm thinking this may be okay. We have, in fact, we're on a 10% grade. Okay, so it's quite hilly here. Um, so this I think is in the south then. Um, okay, we have a Peugeot dealer. Um, so so far no location clues. Other than the general landscape. Um, yeah, so you find a lot of roundabouts. These, I think, are Lombardy poplars in the okay, '06. That's not geographical. Um, that French phone numbers that are geographical are one start with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and those are the only. Okay, we have Grasse. Grasse, I think, is in the is somewhere around Marseille. Or on. Oh, there it is. Crosses near Nice. Okay, so yeah, and this area is very hilly. The French Riviera, referred to in French as La Côte d'Azur. Um, then then that much of southern France is actually hilly, though. Like this whole area is. Um, Yeah, in fact, we have a sign here, McDonald's across that way, D7. Okay, so the D roads are very local, but okay. Um, yeah, so you can see here, there's D7 on this thing. Uh, the D roads, there can be quite a few duplicates. There's a different D numbering system for each French department, which there are 101 of. Um, Okay, and so yeah, so here then we had D7. It must have been this, maybe it was this roundabout here. Um, okay. and 4.3 kilometers. Okay, so this we have a large, flat, open area, Holstein cows. Um, okay, so this sort of appearance um, is more, toward the northwest, like the area here around Nantes and Tours, and also up, in the areas around Paris, would look like this. Um, yeah, for Europe, this is a long straight road, right? Okay, and do we find anything? Yeah, yeah. So here, example of a French house. Yeah, that you definitely find big farms like this, that okay, we have Blois. Blois is up here, I think. I think it's around Le Mans and Tours. Blois, there it is. Um, Beaugency, that's 19 though. Um, okay, these signs might be useful also. Hmm. Okay, we have two commerce pharmacy, Moulin de Rochechouart. Okay, let's see. So this road, yeah, it's sort of parallel to the river. It looks like. Okay, so it was some distance uh, away from the town, but not very far. The blot on the sign really, that gives the approximate location. Okay, yeah. So we were on this long straight road, so the river was right next to us. Okay. Um. Hmm. Yeah, this is not that far from Paris. This is like 150 kilometers, something like that. Um. Okay, we have an urban location 03. Okay, so the numbers are we have 1, and then it goes 2, 3, 4, 5, around like this. Um, so it's on this side of Paris, it maybe the north half. I think 3 means, like north of Lyon, so it's like Grand Est region or maybe Bourgogne or actually, I think Modest now extends all the way up to here. So um, let's see. Okay, so over here we have École de Musique. Um, oh, parking. Yes, that's French. In France, in Quebec, it's stationnement. Um, we have Avenue des Lons. Uh, Lons, Lens, is a town in the near the Belgian border, like near Lille and Valencia and that area. But um, that's probably just a street name. But yeah, 0321 also wouldn't go with that. Let's see. Um, there's a looks like a train station down here. Um, oh, Gare de Béthune. Okay, so we are. Did I? Yeah. Okay. So it is. Yeah, Béthune. I remember is up here. There's Lille. Um, let's see. I think. Yeah, Béthune. There's Lille. Béthune. Um. Okay. I don't see a railroad track in the center, but so there it is. Gare de Béthune there. Okay. Uh, let's see. So it was close to there. It was Avenue de Long. Avenue de Long. Um, yeah. Okay. Oh, there's City Kebab, which we saw on the corner over here, right? Um, yeah. So we are right there. Okay. I have a viewers. Okay. Um, so this one, we're in a little cul-de-sac. Almost looks like the U.S. here with the, I mean, you can tell if you're familiar with U.S. houses that it doesn't look right, but like in particular, the roofs are pretty non-U.S. looking here. Um, and the roof appearance goes very much with, this is it, France, Netherlands, Belgium, that this sort of area. Um, uh, Stonewall. Um, I think Stonewall like this is maybe northern. Hmm. Okay, so let's see. Okay, here we have Stad that way. Um. Okay, so from general appearance, I'm guessing, uh, somewhere up here. Um. Okay, sometimes there's signs at roundabout. Yeah. Oh, Metz. Okay. Uh, Metz is over here in Lorraine. Lorraine is the area near Luxembourg, right here with Metz and Nancy, um, part of Grand Est region. We so it says that way is Longwy, Brie, Metz, Longwy. I've seen it's near Luxembourg, I think. Um, yeah, there's Longwy. Um, D135. It looks like. D125. Okay, so um 125, which can be a fairly small road. Um we Bree something and Metz. Oh, there's D135. Okay. Uh okay, so it was close. It was up here toward Longwy. So there's D125. Um so runs yeah, that's sometimes those directional signs with the towns on them are they sometimes are not particularly aligned with what you see on the maps. Okay, so this is large, flat, and relatively empty for Europe again. Um, which yeah, that up here, I find that there are more people on this side of Paris than on this side. Um, so I'm thinking this area from generalized appearance. Um, there's that bollard again. There, always a sign that you are in France. Um, Déchetterie. What do we have? We have Perlong, Abo, Lucare, and Momi, none of which I know where it is. Um, we have Vicon, Bigorre. Oh, we have big mountains. Okay. Um, and we have Morla. Um, let's see. So those are too big to be in the north, right? Like this. I'm thinking now maybe toward the Pyrenees down here. Um, okay, those are south. Okay, that makes sense. So D7 Vicon Bigorre. Okay. Um, yeah, there's Saint Pé de Bigorre. So the region name on the village. Okay, we have so it has to be in this general area, right? It's D7 and D295. Um, there's Bonnier de Bigorre. Let's see, D7, 295. Bourg de Bigorre. Let's see, 7 and 295. Um, there's 7. Okay. Uh, Vicon Bigorre. Okay, so it looks like it's so I got the general area right from the size of the mountains, them being in the south, and the uh, the finding places on the map with ending in en Bigorre. Okay, and so then it looks like those were neither. Okay, so these are Haute-Pyrénées and Pyrénées-Atlantiques departments. I think, yeah, I can't remember if this is either in as a region, it's either Aquitaine or Languedoc. I'm not sure where the boundary is exactly. Um, okay, yeah. So that there's generally a lot to go on in France. So the scores are usually fairly good. Um, okay, and so then we can try another one of these. Okay. This looks more like a volcanic terrain, which that does actually exist in France. The thought that I have is that there is some of that around Clermont-Ferrand. This is the area around Clermont-Ferrand is called Auvergne. And I think it also extends down, sort of through the whole area. This part of the mountains in this part of France are called the Massif Central. Okay. So we have, although also I mean, it looks dry and Mediterranean enough that Corsica, I think, might be possible for this too. Um, you know, now Corsica, when you see the village names on signs, you usually know it almost immediately. Like they look Italian. Uh, Conseil General Bouches du Rhône. Okay. Um, so the Rhône is this river. Bouche means mouth, and then Bouches du Rhône is one of the departments. Okay, yeah. So here it is on the map. Bouches du Rhône. So we have, okay, so that's the one with like Arles and Salon de Provence in it. Um, okay, where do I think there would be more hills like that? I'm thinking maybe up here. Um, right, maybe even above Aix-en-Provence over there. Um, Grand Site Sainte-Victoire. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so the yeah, that you see this sort of drier, more Mediterranean appearance, in some parts of the south, and I find that it varies a lot. Oh, there's a big aqueduct here. Um, wait, that's L'écologie commune de. That will actually give us a village name if we uh commune de Duc or something like that. Um, all right, and also let's see, the aqueduct is oh, there's a sign over there. Maybe this is a big divided highway with a something in the median strip. Um, so let's see. No obvious aqueducts on the map. Okay. Yeah, it must have been this stretch here. Um, so it was only 12 kilometers off because we got the department off of that sign. Okay. Um, okay, architecture again looks southern. This sort of Taco Bell roof there. Um, okay. Although some of the architecture here looks, yeah, it's really the roofs that look like that, but it's somewhat unclear. But yeah. Oh, yeah, I've noticed France likes these triangles on the road. That's one of their landmarkings. Especially if like speed humps in particular have a lot of them. Yeah, yeah. See here, the speed hump has the triangles. Over here, um, and France has some of the best humps in the world. That in French also they have a great word for them in French. Those are called ralentisseurs, which means like it's something that makes you slow down is what the that comes from. But okay, Salles-en-Toulon. Well, Toulon is near Marseille. That it's there it is. Um, so I think that this could be. Let's see, D114C. Okay, that doesn't really help us much on location, of course. CNA community perhaps de Val de Vienne. Um, Val de Vienne. There's Vienne, which is I think is near Lyon though. Um, right. That's D114 cells on Toulon. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so it was not in that area at all. It turns out it was much farther to the north. Um, near Poitiers. Hmm. Yeah, that was quite unexpected. Um, okay, this is a larger place. Could be Paris, could be not. Um, wait, those are the Paris street signs. This is Rue Saint-Sulpice. Um, the Paris signs. You look for one and it has a number on it. Like yeah, here, CCM Arrondissement 6. Um, okay, so and those sections of Paris are marked on the map. So you zoom in here, you can see 20th, 8th, 13th. We want 6th. 6th is over here. Oh, Église Saint-Sulpice, which is probably right where we are. Um, right. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Uh, so we return to start. We can see that it should be right here. Let's see, Centre des Finances Publiques or um, hmm. Okay, so if we walk down here, this is Soutien au Chrétien d'Orient. Uh, this is Rue Bonaparte. So, correct? Okay, so we're here. Um, yep, so 5K, 24 meters. All right. Um, so this spot almost looks like the Soviet apartment building, even has 5 stories. There's the non-electrified train track, it looks like. Um, let's see. Hmm. Oh, yeah. You'll notice here the Brazilian looking pole, um, that there's, here that, that it has indentations in it, like that pole does, but it's not really the same one. Um, but that one, that one is common in France, and there are also similar poles in some Eastern European countries. Um, hmm. Wait, there was one of those. Right over there. Okay, Semeac. Ville et village fleuri, le rapport national de la qualité de vie. Okay, so, um, oh, there's yeah, there's highway signs over there. So I okay. So here there's a divided highway we go over. Foix Toulouse. Oh, all right. So Toulouse is one of the larger cities in France. It's down here. Foix is south of it in the Pyrenees. I remember. Yeah, there's Foix. Um, let's see. Do we look around? Do we see the actual mountains? Looks like no. Um, can we just? Okay, we don't have a good way of jumping off onto the highway. It looks like. Okay, we have number. Okay, it looks like the exit number is 13. We Osh. Um, let's see. I remember that yeah, okay, there's Osh over there, which makes me wonder which highway it is. Also here we have 50 yeah, A64 I think is what maybe what this is. E Okay, so it was over near Tarbes. Okay, A64. Okay, so that's um so we must have gone over here and then so so we were looking this way, and then A64 goes to Toulouse, and then, that to Foix you would go down A64 and off on something else. And so that I've noticed that the French road directions, that the places on the road sometimes are not places where that road goes, like sometimes it's, progress toward that location. And so, if you don't know that, it can be kind of confusing to try to figure out which roads you're on. Okay. Um, so, yeah, that's a very French wall there. Um, okay. We're in a warmer area, right? So I would guess probably along the Mediterranean Sea. Also, like the landscaping here is very Mediterranean looking, right? The Taco Bell roof. Um, we have Oh, in fact, that probably is the Mediterranean Sea. Um, it's south. Oh, we're high up. Okay, you can see there. There's yeah, and that's not a yeah, and also the steep slope of the coast, tells me that it almost has to be the Mediterranean Sea because the Atlantic coast is not steep. Um, except I think down at the very southern end next to Spain. Um, yeah. Um, yeah, that there were. Uh, Wait, we have okay, 06 is not geographic, I think. So, let's see. Let's see. Cigalier Villa Chrétienne. Okay. Hmm. So I think we're down sort of toward Nice. I think this is probably mainland France and not Corsica. Some pretty palatial houses here. Um, but we're right. Okay. So there's our overlook. We can see there's uh a lot of town down there, that. So I think this matches, the Côte d'Azur again, the Riviera. Um, yeah, okay. So we got very close, without a whole lot of other clues. 3.9 kilometers, yeah. So there's this area has steep slopes, a lot of twisty streets, and a lot of impressive houses like that. Um, and then there's also in this area the sort of city center areas are sort of glitzy and very high density. Like there that there's very heavily built up in the small space between the Mediterranean Sea and the hills. Okay, so I'll do this map a third run through. Okay, Caploisio. Um, yeah, entrée is French. The exit is sortie, which will show up on highways. Um, right, like I've used that before. Like knowing the language of the word for highway exits. Is one that comes up sometimes. Um, Now France has like fairly distinctive road signage, which will often tell you that. Oh, is that a Czech flag? I think it is. Um, Hotel something, that sign. Cyber Hotel. Okay, 05. So I said one for Paris, two, three, four, five. So it's this quarter of France. Um, so what do I think? Yeah, I can believe that. Yeah, there's roof tiling. Um, so yeah, it could be Southern McDonald's. Yeah, so again, these you see a lot. Castel Ginest, Lonage, Union. Oh, Albi. Yeah, Albi. I've heard of that. Um, that's I think it's near Carcassonne or Narbonne around here, right? Oh, there it is, Albi. Okay, so D888. There's also yeah, that one Castel Ginest looks like a more of a Catalan name than a French one, which you find in this area because of the old language of Languedoc. That they didn't speak French in the Middle Ages. Castel Ginest looks like it might be, Castle of the Broom, the plant. Um, let's see, D888. Um, what does the bus say, if anything? Uh, okay, not getting anything. Okay, so it was in Toulouse then, or close to it. Um, yeah. Okay, from these are sections of a town typeface, like this is a town typeface. So it looks like it was probably, in Toulouse or very close to it. Like this Union appears to be marked as a separate town. Um, all right, let's see, there's some topography here. I think this is northern. Um, right, there are, there nothing, nothing, and it looks like any sort of southern plants, which yeah. Also, I think this sort of appearance with the hedgerows and things. I think this is more northwest, but there's some difference in hills, so in elevation. So I'm thinking, either Britannia, which is this peninsula out here, um, or there, that there's some hills continuing through this area, Perche, and and even onto into the area along the Seine, like between Paris and Rouen. There are some hills like this. Um, let's see. Oh, Bergschlock. Okay. As in Cyrano de Bergerac. Okay, that's in the south. That's like it's around Po and Talb, I think. Um, although maybe it's not. Now that I think about it, maybe I'm thinking of one of the same characters in the one of the characters in the book. Yeah, that now that I think about it, I think Bergschlock might be up here. Um, there it is. Okay. Uh, east of Bordeaux. Um, let's see, N21 Bergerac 12. Okay, there's the N21. Um, let's see, that's kind of northish, so we're down here. Um, let's see, Mont Bazillac might be local to the road. Um, okay, 5.5 kilometers with it, timing out before we could fix it closer. Okay, so we're third round of the last game, so um, okay. Roof tiles are maybe southern, maybe northern. It's hard to say. Um, okay, go down near this church. Um, let's see. Bissoville. Uh, that's a museum piece there. A telephone. Um, I do not know what Bissoville is. Um, Champlaudot 06, which is not geographic. Um, Flige. Okay, I don't know where that is either. Um, wait, there's Borns here on the. Oh no, those are just street signs. Though, like Borns, I think of as something with a kilometer marker on it. Although these are, some sort of like concrete thing. It's looked like it said Rue du Mairie, which would be a mairie is the place where the city hall is. Um, let's see. The church sign might actually give us a location, but it's hidden behind things. No, we're not probably not going to see that closely enough. Um, no, I think I like going this way better. So let's see, where do I think this is? Probably out here. Um, not a lot to go on. Uh, Coupelle again, like someplace small. Um, right. We have very red dirt here, which, is always, you want to note the location where you have unusual soil like that. It's not the Åland Islands, so because it's in France. Okay. Misoville, Esden, that's okay, this is northern. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Esden is near Lille, I remembered that. Um, okay, there's Esden there. Fruges was on the sign, okay. And, yeah, Coupelle Neuve, okay. Um, Corn, maybe, maybe not. Um, no, I don't think that is. Okay. Um, Corn in Europe tends to be farther to the south. Doesn't do well in low summer temperatures, which in North America, there's a bigger temperature swing typically between the seasons than there is in Western Europe. Um, let's see, Moulin des Serpes, commune de Vernon-la-sur-Seine. Okay, so Seine is the river that runs through Paris and Rouen here. Um, Moulin, okay. Vernon-la-Selle-sur-Seine. Okay, okay. So yeah, so this could be near Paris, certainly. Like they um, it's the flatness. Makes me think maybe even down at the end of the Seine, Port Havre here. Um, okay. So these signs are places in town. Like they don't have like the white signs with the capital letters are the ones uh, with village and town names on them. Um, and distances. Um, okay. Uh, com- let's see. On the sign it says Communauté de Commune Mont Saint Loin. Oh, Moy Saint Loin. Okay. So we're in like Moy Saint or Loin probably. Which Loing. Odd looking name. Yeah. That unlike in any other Romance language, French words can end in ng. Um, that in Europe mostly you only find words ending in ng in Germanic languages, but that French has it too. Oh, Champagne-sur-Seine is that's on this side of Paris, right? That's Champagne, the region for that has the sparkling white wine, right? So this is there's yeah, there's Chalons-en-Champagne. Okay, so it was near Fontainebleau, which, this is a large park which was originally a hunting preserve for French kings. Not very far from Paris. Yeah, there's Melun, which is like sort of the larger town on this side of Paris, and then there's the main part there. Um, so this um Yeah, I think this might be. Yeah, this is in either in Ile-de-France region or very close to it. Um, yeah. Um, but yeah, the appearance of things was consistent with being near Paris. We saw Seine, um, and then I saw what was it, Chalons-en-Champagne, which or it was something else on Champagne, wasn't it? Yeah, they suggested this side, but yeah, Champagne has Reims, Chalons on Champagne, Chateau Thierry, um, that sort of, and I think Troyes is considered maybe to be in Champagne. Yeah, I think it extends down here. And then this is all Grand Est region now, like they combined that with Lorraine and Alsace here. And that as you get out this way, you get more Germanic sort of place names. And there's even a thing to remember that you get uh, Villers at at the end of place names that Willer Viller is over here in Alsace, and then with a V it's over here. That's a pattern that I noticed. And that in Alsace in particular, almost most of the place names are German and not French. And then, you get some of that also here, like around Metz and Thionville, as you get toward Luxembourg, there's German-looking place names here. Um, okay, so this is the last round. Um, so, yeah, you can see it looked kind of like Britain there with the hedgerows. Uh, Again, I think so this could be Normandy then, probably. Um, Let's see. So Normandy is considered to extend from around Rome over to the peninsula here, the Cotentin Peninsula. Um, so I'll put it at Caen for now, and then if we get more details or find out that it's not here, okay. And let's look at a trash bin actually to see if there's. Hmm, doesn't look like there's anything on there. Um, Wait, was that alpacas? Okay. No, just cows. Okay. Yeah. You'll also notice that, like for Europe, this area doesn't have very many people in it. Um, which uh that I think in France most of the population is east of Paris. Oh, here we have the French bollard with gray on it instead of red. Um, okay. Thought I saw one of. Yeah, we haven't seen any of those signs, right? The direction signs, which are usually everywhere in France. Um, yeah, we got D738, and okay. So it was down near Poitiers. All right. Um, yeah. So this one, I'd say, was surprisingly uninteresting. That we, yeah, that also this map, as the description in French suggested, does put you in Paris less than the official maps do, and so that the rurality like definitely showed up here. Um, but to some extent, France is like that, compared with other European countries. That especially, like this, sort of this part of it doesn't have as many people. Um, and so I guess then, so that's three games. And so next in line will be continuing in alphabetical order. So whatever comes after FR, which I think is yeah, I'd have to check that. I think it's Ghana is next. Um, all right, so yeah, not a great score on that last round either. Um, but I haven't liked this map yet, although I have played it, a fair number of times. But yeah. So again, this map was not the standard France map. This was that you can see the title at the beginning. It's in French.